In this video, I'm going to be showing you the 10 drummers that Phil Collins really respects. Phil himself was an underrated musician in my opinion, so these drummers he mentions must be pretty darn good. Hi there, my name is Dave and my YouTube channel has been going now for 3 years and has released over 700 videos about prog rock. I'm trying to introduce this wonderful genre to the millennials, those 20-year-olds and over that I think need more structure in their music. So who will Phil have in his list? Before I get into it, pop a few of your own suggestions down in the comments right now to see if he has chosen any of your selections. This should be fun. Now these are not in any order or ranking, and the first of the drummers is Ringo Starr. Now, as a youngster, Phil was heavily influenced by the Beatles, and specifically Ringo's ability to serve the song with his drumming. He was never flash or overly technical, but he always suited the music perfectly. Now, Collins was a big admirer of Starr's sense of groove and likened that to his own style. In a 2016 interview with The Guardian, he remarked, "People who criticise Ringo's drumming missed the point. You can't imagine what the Beatles would have sounded like without him. Ringo wasn't a technical drummer, but that's what's so good about him. That was a good start." Who's next? Well, another of his favourites he had long admired was Buddy Rich, one of the most technically accomplished and iconic drummers in jazz history. His admiration for Rich is well documented, and it stems from several key aspects of Rich's playing style, his personality, and the influence on drumming as a whole. Buddy Rich was known for his speed, precision and endurance, with Collins in awe of his technical mastery. He had a real clarity and control of his kit. Collins has pointed out before how Rich could perform complicated rudiments or extremely fast single strokes, using both hands with astonishing consistency, something that deeply impressed him. His love of big bands drew him to Rich, who himself often led from the front of the band, which was something that he embraced when he took up the mantle of lead singer with Genesis, as well as his drumming duties once Peter Gabriel had left. Not surprisingly, Phil Collins had a huge admiration of John Bonham, based on his power, groove, sound and innovation as a drummer. Bonham's ability to combine the raw physical side with the deep musical sensitivity made him one of the most influential drummers of all time. And Collins was drawn heavily from his work, incorporating Bonham's sense of dynamics, feel, and musicality into his own drumming style. The influence of Bonham can be heard throughout Collins' career, from his early work with Genesis to his iconic solo albums, particularly in the way Collins crafted his own distinct drum sounds in the 1980s. To this day, he continues to regard Bonham as a pivotal figure in rock drumming and one of his greatest inspirations. I don't think there'll be any complaints there from anyone. Phil Collins has always indicated that he would have left Genesis to drum for The Who had the opportunity arisen. And in Keith Moon, he developed a real love and admiration centred around this unconventional, explosive style. Moon's larger-than-life personality and his wild, free-form drumming were key influences on Collins, particularly in terms of energy, performance and the idea of a drummer as a central figure in a band. Collins has celebrated Moon's legacy by recognising him as a drummer who pushed boundaries, broke the rules and played with a passion and creativity that left a lasting mark on the world of rock drumming. Though their styles are different, Collins has consistently praised Moon for his contributions to music and continues to count him among his greatest influences. Now, one drummer he worked very closely with for a large number of years was indeed Chester Thompson. His admiration was rooted in respect for Thompson's exceptional talent, professionalism and versatility. Over the course of that long working relationship, Thompson played an indispensable role in both Genesis's live performances and Collins' solo career, helping to bring complex and powerful music to life on stage. Collins had often described Thompson as not just a drummer but a musical partner, someone who understood the nuance of the music and was able to deliver night after night with precision and passion. Their two drummer duets became iconic moments in Genesis's concerts, and Thompson's mastery of both progressive rock drumming and more groove-based pop-orientated styles made him one of the most versatile drummers in the industry. Now, even after their paths diverged in later years, Collins' admiration and thanks for Chester Thompson's contributions to his career remain a defining part of their shared legacy. Now, often described as a consummate drummer, Bill Bruford was a huge favourite of Collins. He appreciated Bruford's technical skill, precision and innovative approach to drumming, especially within the realm of progressive rock. Bruford's ability to incorporate jazz influences and use complex time signatures without losing musicality resonated with Collins, who also drew on jazz elements in his own work. Their shared history, particularly Bruford's time with Genesis during the 1976 tour, cemented their mutual respect. Collins has spoken highly of how Bruford adapted to Genesis's intricate music, contributing a fresh, sharp edge to the live performances. And even though their drumming styles were completely different, Collins admired Bruford's intellectual approach to drumming, his sense of melody, and his ability to serve the song in an inventive and musical way. Collins saw Bruford as a drummer who pushed the boundaries of what rock drumming could be, incorporating jazz sensibilities, precise technique, and progressive mindset. Now, Phil Collins' love for Steve Gadd comes from a place of deep respect for his technical prowess, versatility, and musicality. Gadd had an ability to blend complexity with groove and make even the most intricate patterns feel accessible. And he's had a significant impact on Collins' approach to drumming. He has admired Gadd's mastery of rudiments, his incredible sense of groove, and his ability to play across multiple genres with ease. Gadd's work as a session drummer, particularly his ability to elevate the music he plays on, has been inspirational to Collins throughout his career, and that influence can be heard in the way Collins focused on feel and groove over flash, as well as his approach to crafting drum parts that serve the song. Now, while Collins carved out his own legacy as a drummer, much of his philosophy about drumming, musicality over technique, groove over speed, and versatility, is deeply tied to Steve Gadd's influence. A somewhat of a less obvious choice is Al Jackson Jr., and is rooted in his ability to groove with simplicity and precision. His focus on serving the song and his role in creating the Stax Records sound that really defined soul music in the 1960s. Collins has repeatedly cited Jackson as a major influence, especially in terms of how to create powerful rhythms without being flashy. Jackson's use of space, his impeccable timing, and his minimalist approach taught Collins the importance of restraint and how the drums can be a foundation for the music rather than the centerpiece. Collins has applied these lessons in his own drumming, particularly in his solo work, where he often prioritized that feel element and groove over the technical complexity, much like Jackson did. He has spoken highly of Jackson's versatility and his ability to adapt to different musical concepts, something Collins has also done throughout his career. For Collins, though, Al Jackson Jr. represented the great essence of great drummer, someone who could provide a strong, consistent beat that elevated the entire band without ever drawing attention away from the music itself. This influence on Collins is a testament to the idea that less is more when it comes to drumming, and that playing with feel and soul could often be more impactful than simply just technical prowess. But although Collins is probably best known for being a rock and pop drummer, he has incorporated many of the ideas that Williams pioneered into his own playing. Now, whether experimenting with odd time signatures in Genesis or using dynamics to create drama in his solo work, Collins has always sought to emulate Williams' ability to blend that technical brilliance with deep musical expression. That versatility, innovation, and commitment to expanding the possibilities of drumming made him one of Collins' most enduring influences. We end with another jazz-based drummer in the shape of Harvey Mason. Collins particularly respected Mason's ability to seamlessly move between genres like jazz, funk, R&B, and pop, all while maintaining a distinct and highly adaptable style of drumming. In a similar vein, Collins' admiration for Tony Williams was rooted in Williams' technical mastery, his innovative approach to drumming, and his ability to push the boundaries of what a drummer could do within a band. Williams himself redefined the role of a drummer in jazz, particularly through his work with Miles Davis, where he wasn't just a timekeeper, but he was a key creative force. Collins drew inspiration from Williams' use of rhythmic complexity, dynamic range, and ability to create emotion through drumming. Mason's work in jazz fusion, particularly with Herbie Hancock's Headhunters, had a major influence on Collins, who appreciated the way Mason could balance the complex rhythms with strong grooves. He drew inspiration from his fluid, groove-based drumming and his ability to combine technical skill with musical feel. And whether it's Mason's intricate hi-hat work, his precision in jazz fusion, or his tasteful playing in R&B and pop, Collins found Mason to be a model of what it means to be a musical drummer. This influence was evident in Collins' own drumming, which incorporates elements of Mason's style, particularly in terms of dynamics, feel, and versatility. In short, Harvey Mason's ability to play with both technical complexity and deep groove resonated strongly with Collins, who has always admired drummers that can blend musicality with precision. What a collection of superlative drummers, in very much a who's who of this space from over a great number of decades. Phil Collins' drumming skills and style were his massive plus to Genesis initially, as he had the skills and confidence to all but make the job his own from day one. Don't believe that there is any discussion on his ability as a drummer throughout the business. And with that, I salute you, Phil, for your contribution to this truly mad occupation of being a drummer. Now, like the video and leave me a comment on which of these drummers that Phil found inspiration in is your favourite. Subscribe to the channel and look out for the next video where I add David Bowie into the mix again and feature a particularly influential time in his life as a performer. Thank you for watching this one, and I'll see you all next time. Bye for now.